he came back, very intelligent, tall, handsome, dark looking boss.
This is my season.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on here, you're most definitely welcome. My name is Judita and I make videos from Buea, the southwest region of Cameroon. So if you clicked on this video, then it means you're interested in knowing how I met my husband. Okay, let's get into the video. It's a long story, but I'm going to try to cut it and make it short so we get to the real part of this story. So keep watching. So I met my husband when I was in my third year of university. I think my third year going to my fourth year. That was when I met my husband. And so I studied women and gender studies and economics in the University of Buea. So during at the end of our third year, that's after the second semester of our third year, we go for our internship program before we resume for the fourth year, which is the last year of our program. So when we were about to be placed for internship, we were asked to choose 2 towns where we would be comfortable, where maybe we have family or a place to stay, so we can do our internship there. I have a sister whom I'm close to, and so she was living in Limbe at that time, and we wanted to be together during that holiday. So she came up with the idea that I should put Limbe as my first choice. That way we are going to be together in Limbe, and then I'll put Buea as my second choice, and there's a lower chance that I'm going to be sent to Buea. Instead, I'll be sent to Limbe. So that was what I did. I chose Limbe, but the thing is, when the list came out, even though I chose Limbe as my first choice, they sent me to somewhere in Buea. They sent me to the Police Cooperative Credit Union in Buea, and I was not happy about it, but I didn't have a choice at that time. And they sent me there. It's a cooperative credit union. I know you'll be wondering, why would they be sending you to a credit union when you're studying gender? I did gender and economics. So yeah, that's why I was sent to a credit union. Now, our lecturer who was in charge of this process, who was in charge of placing us in our various internship locations, she had advised us that if you were supposed to start internship on a Monday, go there on the Friday before that Monday. That way you'll be sure that the place where you have been placed is okay, and that's actually where you're supposed to be. So what I did was I went there on a Friday before the Monday. Lo and behold, when I got there, they told me my name is not on their list. I did not apply, and I'm not supposed to do my internship at their office, and I was confused. Then I had to pick up my phone and call my lecturer. When I called her, she too was shocked, because she said she had actually sent my application there and everything was looking okay and they had accepted, so she doesn't know why they're now telling me that I can't do it there. And so yeah, that was how the program got cancelled at the Cooperative Credit Union. So now she asked me, what other town do you think you can... She first of all tried to get other placements in Buea, and it didn't work. So she now called me and she asked me, what other town do I think I can work in? I said my first choice was even Limbe. I was surprised that I wasn't placed in Buea. So she said, okay, she's going to try to see where I can be fitted in Limbe. Now it wasn't going to be a bank or a credit union anymore. So she called a non-governmental organization, and this organization happened to be my husband's organization at that time, somebody I didn't know. So what he said I think he said he had space the first time. So she called me and she told me, okay, there's a non-governmental organization where you're going to be placed in, and there's actually space. So I was happy that I'm going to Limbe. I was so happy. And what happened? I packed my bags and we're on our way to Limbe. The person who was driving me to Limbe is actually my elder brother. I don't know if you can remember. When we got to this place in Limbe where they have written welcome to Limbe, there's a signboard there. They have written welcome to Limbe just as you enter. I think it's my 1. Is it my 1 or is it my 2? Yeah, there's a signboard there, welcome to Limbe. The moment we passed that signboard, did we even pass that signboard? It's like we're just looking at that signboard. My lecturer just called me again and told me, oh, she's sorry that the person whom she called has just tried to find out certain things, and he has realized that he has people coming from, is it Eric or where, and they are coming for internship, and they had already called him before she called, and it was just a misunderstanding, and he doesn't have space again for me. I was already in limbo. I was almost crying. I was tired. I told my elder brother, let him park the car. He said, no, let's just get to Limbe. I said, no, let's not get to Limbe. What am I going to do in Limbe when I don't have a place where I've been placed? So, yeah, that's how it happened. But my lecturer now was trying to calm me down. She told me that I should not worry, that I'm going to do my internship this year and it's going to be okay. She'll find another place. That's when now she called the delegation of women empowerment, and I got placed there. I think we were 4 of us there, and we started working there. The first week, and the way that a delegation is, it doesn't have a lot of activities going on. It didn't have a lot of activities going on at the period where we were sent there for internship. So what the delegate did was she said she would send us to non-governmental organizations, to various non-governmental organizations. Every week we go to one before we finish the 1 month period where we had to stay, which we had to stay there for. So lo and behold, the first organization that she sent me to was this organization that they had already rejected me from coming there. No, they had accepted that I should come there. Then they refused that I should not come there. And then now they are sending me back there again. So this man was supposed to be my husband, I'm telling you. Okay, so when she sent me there, I was like, but this organization, they didn't have space. This is where I was supposed to go to originally, and they didn't have space. So how come she's sending me there again? She said, no, it's just going to be for a 1 week period, and they are going to find a way to have all of us in there. So we said, okay. And then, now I think it was on a Monday. I can't remember actually if it was on Monday, but the day that we were supposed to go there, we started looking for the place because we didn't know where it was. It was located somewhere in Limbe, in a quarter called Motowo. It was really far inside. So we had to look for the place. I was with one other classmate of mine, and we started looking for the place. Then they were just giving us directions, and we finally got there, but we didn't know that was a place. And then we met 2 men. One of them was or is my husband. I don't know how to say that. Okay, one of them was the director of the organization, the director and the founder of the organization, who is my husband today. And so we approached them. I wish I had the camera to like videotape that first moment where we saw ourselves, like, because I can't really remember what was my first impression at that time. So yeah, when we met these 2 guys, we started asking, we are looking for the organization for gender, civic engagement and youth development. And they were like, okay, this is the organization. We're standing in front of the building. I don't think there was a signboard there or anything. So we're just like, why? And then they told us to go upstairs because he was going out. So I didn't really pay attention to him. Like, I don't even know what I thought of him on that day. I just knew that, okay, I have gotten to the organization where they said we should come to, and the boss is going out. So we don't even know what we are going to do inside. He came back. Very intelligent, tall, handsome, dark looking boss. Yeah, and then he had this bush fella kind of freshness, and then he had this bush fella kind of way of talking. And then, so yeah, when he came back, he called us into his office, and then he asked us, I can remember very well, he asked us that we should imagine that we have drawn an African map on the floor, and that we should stand in the country, we should say one African leader that we really admire and that we want to be like, and that we think is intelligent or something. And so we should imagine that we have an African map on the floor, then we should stand in the country where that leader is found. So I went into that map, and then I stood where Cameroon is, and then you guys will not believe who my own hero was. The next day we came to work. It was very interactive. We were supposed to stay in his organization for just 1 week, but when they sent me now to another organization, I went there for 1 day. I came back to his organization. Please call the delegate and tell her that I can't go back to the other organization because there's no work going on. His organization was very interactive. It was very educative. There was always something to do. They had programs going on. They would go to the beach and do very interactive programs and things. And why would I go to another organization where I sit there from morning till it's break time, they go and eat, and nobody has attended to me, nobody has told me if I have anything to do or not. So I came back to his organization. There was something calling me in that place, like, this is your husband, come back. Where are you going to? Why? Where are you going to? So yeah, I came back there, and then I just joined the others and partook in the programs that they did. And then how did we first of all click? There was a day, I don't know why he said that to me. There was a day I came in, I was wearing a brown gown, and then I had a small nice bag, and I don't know, I was on heels, and I don't know, the moment I walked into his office, he had this thing of calling us, like, when he comes into his office, he'll call this person, you come in, he will ask you your plans. He just had a way of motivating us and speaking and advising us on a lot of issues. So that day, I think it was my turn. And then when I got into the office, the first thing he asked me was, if he wants to marry me, who is he going to see and where is he going to go to? I was shocked. I was not shocked. I was acting like I was shocked. You know how these strong girls. So you know how you don't really know where you stand because this is your boss. You're doing internship. You need to come and mess up one boss here and then. So I was a bit mixed. Like I was not understanding. So I was just playing very safe, and I was just like, yes sir, this is my boss. I cannot be doing this kind of thing. So when he asked me that, I was a bit uncomfortable, and then yeah. So that's the first time where he spoke about marriage to me, and it was shocking, and he was serious. And then there was another day where we had a presentation to do. So when the others were presenting, he was in his office, he was really calm. When I started presenting, the moment I started speaking, I don't know if he heard my voice and knew I was the one or what, but he came out and then he started saying, do you hear the way she's talking? That's how you're supposed to talk. She's very bold. Her voice is very commanding. Man, this man was eyeing me. So he said her voice is very commanding and she has presence. That's why when she spoke, I came out of my office and I came out to see who was talking. Yeah, so he didn't know I was the one talking, but when I started talking, he came out and then he wanted to see who was talking because the voice was getting to his office and I was speaking with so much power. Yes, that's how we are. Okay, so yeah, that was the second time where there was something that I couldn't really. So there was a day that we wanted to leave the office early and we were trying to communicate with him, telling him that it's time for us to leave. We wanted to leave the office because I don't know, we were just bored that day. So he came out, he was saying that there was this lady that worked with him. She used to work overtime. She was very excellent. That when everybody is going, she would say she wants to do extra job. She would write projects, that she wrote a good number of projects. So when he made that statement, as he was going, I knew he had gone. So I knew I was talking just among my classmates, my course mates. So I said that I can do better than that girl, that I'm capable. And then he heard, I didn't know that he had heard. He came back now and said that, okay, since I said that I can do better than that girl, from today, he said from today, we are going to have overtime. Like every day, one person is going to work overtime just like that. And when you're working, he will make you either write a project or do a questionnaire or just do something. So that day was my day. See, he left me in the conference room. He was in his office working and he gave me papers. I regretted who asked me to run my mouth that I can do better than that girl. He gave me papers that I should do questionnaire. He didn't speak to me. I was working, serious work. One would think that he was talking. He didn't even say anything to me. He just gave me the papers. I was working. He asked me to do questionnaires. I did them. He corrected them. He told me to go and recorrect things. Like I was tired then. When it was time for me to go home, he said, okay, it's fine. I can go home now that I did a good job. It officially became a thing. I knew that this man had something for me. When there was a day I didn't come to the office because I was not feeling fine, and then I was in the office and then there was an outing that they had to do. Generally, that was the second outing that they were doing. The first one I was not there. The second one also, I just went and did my presentation. After my presentation, I think we were talking to women in a certain church. I think it was a Catholic church or so, or a Presbyterian church. We were just talking to them, advising them on certain things, and then after that, we had made a program to go out somewhere and maybe have a bottle or two. But immediately after I presented, I just left and I didn't tell my boss at that time that I was leaving. I just told the others that I wasn't feeling fine, so I just went home. And then that evening, he called me. How can your boss call you at past 10? This man had a thing for me. So he called me and then I was like, yes, sir. You know, come here. You know that kind of yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And I kept doing yes sir. And then he said, okay, since I've not been going out all the times that we've been going out, the office has been going out, he's going to take me out alone. Does that boss not like me? That's the first time, and my sister was like, that night I was telling her that this is my boss, this is my boss. She said, speak up. She was my coach. Okay, so yeah, that's how it happened. When you go for internship, be on alert. Don't say I said so. Okay, that was how I met my husband. You could meet just in another way. Who knows? If you've watched this video right up until this point, thank you very much. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please click on the red subscribe button below. That way you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up down below. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for more videos from JD Speaks.